Well guys, last night Tesla held its annual shareholder meeting, and what a shareholder meeting it was. So much great information disclosed from Elon Musk, and there's some shocking information, okay? I want to start going through all this. Let's just start getting into it, guys. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy the Tesla videos. Let's get into this, guys. So first thing up here is around Model 3 and some of the milestones Tesla has been able to hit with the Model 3 over the past few quarters. One, it has outsold all competitors combined, okay? It's outsold all competitors combined. That is unbelievable. We all knew that, you know, all of us that are Tesla investors, but it's just unbelievable when you put it like that, right? It's the highest revenue car in the United States, okay? Let's look at this next slide here. This shows the Model 3 is the best-selling car by revenue in the United States of America the last 4 quarters, okay? Look at that. It is above things like the Toyota Camry, above the Honda Accord, above the Honda Civic. What the heck? When did Honda start making Corollas? Okay, last time I checked it was the Toyota Corolla. But needless to say, it doesn't really matter because Tesla is beating them all in terms of revenue. And this is amazing, guys, because keep in mind, the Model 3 is an electric car, right? And this is like 2018, 2019, and you're thinking electric cars, oh, they might do big volumes, they might do big revenue numbers down the road. But here we are already today, you know, Model 3's beating ones like the Camry, the Honda Accord, the Honda Civic. Who could have predicted this stuff? This is amazing, guys. This is absolutely amazing. What Model 3's putting up for numbers are simply miraculous, okay? It's unbelievable, okay? Now, as far as the most energy efficient cars in the world, okay? We see the Model 3, number 1, Model S is right after that. Model Y should be right after that, then Model X. And then we see some of the other electric competitors, if you want to call them that. By the way, look up e-tron in French. That might make you guys laugh, okay? So needless to say, Tesla's really beating the competition, whether you're looking on the ICE side or you're looking at the electric side. Like, they're making, you know, vehicles that are far more efficient than other vehicles. And then look at this chart here. This shows you the range the Teslas can go versus, you know, their competitors like the Hyundai Kona, the Chevy Bolt, the Jaguar I-Pace, the Nissan Leaf, the Audi e-tron, right? None of those vehicles are even to the level that Model S was in 2012. Never mind like what Model S is up to now with 370 miles of range. So I don't know if that really just speaks volumes to the what Tesla's been able to accomplish with the range of those Tesla vehicles, or it just speaks volumes to like how much the ICE competitors are having trouble trying to meet the range requirements that Tesla's putting out there, okay? And Elon Musk said 400-mile plus range is coming soon, okay? Which is a big statement. That's something that kind of shocked me, because they just came out with the 370-mile range Model S, and now he's already talking about 400-mile plus range coming sometime soon, guys. That's super surprising. And when you're talking about 400 plus miles of range, like, that's everything you could possibly look for in an electric vehicle in terms of range. Unbelievable, okay? Now, we've heard a lot in the media about, oh, is Tesla demand hurting? Tesla demand's hurting, blah, blah, blah. And basically going off of nothing. And the facts are there's no demand issues according to Elon Musk. Quarter to date, orders from Model S, X, and 3 are outpacing production. And over 90% of the orders coming in are from non-reservation holders, okay? Simply put, Elon Musk said there's no demand issue. Like they can't even keep up with the pace of orders. They're trying to, as far as the production goes, but it's a very hard thing to accomplish. So that's phenomenal news. So anybody that had any question about how's demand going, demand is unbelievably strong, okay? And then just keep in mind, right now, demand is not even being pent up for China, because a lot of the Chinese aren't even ordering Teslas right now, knowing that Shanghai is coming very soon. And so they'll start ordering, obviously, Teslas once the Shanghai factory is up and running. So just keep that in mind, guys. This is unbelievable, okay? Now, around Tesla's processing chip, okay? This gets no respect in the investment community, as a lot of things don't get respect in the investment community when it comes to Tesla. But their chip is over 20 times faster than the chip it replaced, which was an NVIDIA chip. That is absolutely unbelievable, guys. Like, think about this. In a matter of 3 years, Tesla created this team to like create chip architecture, and they were able to make a chip that was far, 20 times plus exceeding what NVIDIA could put out. And why is this? Well, it's because it's a custom chip for Tesla. So Tesla's been able to basically make this chip ideally for a Tesla, okay? Kind of like Apple does with a lot of their smartphone chips and whatnot, right? It's absolutely amazing what Tesla's put together there. It's totally unappreciated by the investor base. Well, I mean, the true investors, the ones that are long shares, we understand this, right? But by the whole, like, of Wall Street, like, they don't even understand, like, how hard something like that is to put together in a 3-year span and get it into production and have it be the best in the world. This is unbelievable stuff, guys. This is unbelievable stuff, and it's just not appreciated by Wall Street, okay? Model Y. As I've said many times on this channel, I expect Model Y to outsell Model 3, especially in North America, okay? And if you look at it, 2.5 times bigger segment than the Model 3, okay? So we're talking about Model Y's going after a way bigger potential population as far as buying that vehicle than Model 3. And Elon Musk even said in the Model Y reveal, he tried not to sell it too hard because he didn't want to take a ton of orders away from Model 3 because people would just wait for Model Y at that point in time, okay? So needless to say, Model Y is going after a massive potential market, okay? Massive potential market, much bigger than the actual Model 3, okay? Now in terms of production, that is supposed to go into production in fall 2020, but Elon Musk said internally they're actually aiming for an earlier full production than that, okay? So maybe even summer of 2020, okay? So very, very exciting, and that's the next massive growth vector for the company, okay? You kind of have, obviously, still Model 3, tons of demand coming, which, the Tesla expects to grow very strong this year. Then you're gonna have Shanghai come online. That's gonna be a huge amount of growth. And then when Model Y hits in 2020, toward the end of 2020, guys, that's gonna be huge, okay? They talked about the Gigafactory for a bit. It's the world's largest battery factory in the entire world, okay? It has the lowest cost per kilowatt hour, and they do almost half of the global electric vehicle battery production from that Gigafactory out there in Sparks, Nevada, Reno, Nevada, whatever you want to say. And that is simply unbelievable, guys. Like, that factory is just a massive behemoth. Half of the world's production of electric vehicle batteries are coming out of that factory. That's unreal, okay? A lot of people, when they first heard about the Gigafactory, they're like, what are they doing? Because it was a crazy idea at first. Like at first it was like, we're gonna make a factory that can basically make more batteries than the world has in general at that particular time, right? Unbelievable. And now obviously everybody's starting to see, oh yeah, they actually needed that Gigafactory, and they're actually going to need to increase the size over in future years, okay? As far as Gigafactory Shanghai, they did bring up this too. That's a rendering of what the Gigafactory is going to look like. They're saying vehicle production is going to begin in the end of 2019, and in the first phase they're going to be able to produce at least 150,000 Model 3s per year. From that, if you go ahead and look at some of the YouTube channels, basically you can see that factory is going up. This is very recent. This was within the past week or so, and look at that factory, guys. It's pretty far along. Needless to say, it should be able to go into production in 2019 at some point in time. Super exciting there. Like the pent-up demand in China is going to be huge for Tesla. You just have had a lot of people putting off the orders for Tesla that live in China because they're going to be able to buy the cars for $5,000, $10,000, maybe even $15,000 cheaper once that Shanghai Gigafactory is up and running versus what they have to pay now, basically having that car made in Fremont, California, then shipped over the States and tariffs and blah, blah, blah. It's, a huge cost advantage to go ahead and start making those cars in China. And I think those Model 3s that they're going to sell in China will be far more profitable than the Model 3s they're going to sell in the States, okay? So huge thing for the company, all right? Gigafactory Europe. They're on an active search for a European location to build a Gigafactory right now, and Elon said they expect to find a location at some point in 2019, which is exciting because that means probably that could start being built in 2020 at some point in time. Maybe it's a 2 to 3 years span to kind of get that factory built out. Maybe we're looking at 2022, 2023. It's not going to be like China where it's going to go up in 6 to 9 months, okay? I can tell you they don't build that fast in Europe. It'll probably be a 2 to 3 year time frame from basically when it starts, starts being built to when it actually gets open. So like I said, like if it starts at 2020 at some point, probably 2022 or 2023 when it will get built. Who knows where they're going to build it? They could be looking in the UK, they could be looking in Germany. We'll have to see where they end up deciding on where they want to go in Europe. But that's another huge growth factor for the company. That will make the company more profitable when it comes to their European segment and probably be able to to get up sales even more, okay? They touch on Tesla Energy for just a bit, and basically Elon had a lot of the same stuff to say as always, but there was something very interesting he said that I've never heard him say, okay, and it was around cost. And he says they're aiming for basically, as far as the cost of one of those Tesla roofs, okay, is to be like the price of like a regular roof plus like your electric bill for, you know, a few years or something like that. So which means in like consumers' minds, they'll be able to wrap their heads around it and be like, okay, it makes sense to get this solar roof, because they're not really going to be able to get it to like a place where a solar roof is the same price as like a shingle roof or a tile roof or something like that. But they can get it to a place where it's like that price plus maybe like the electric bill for, you know, a given number of years or something like that. And so you get that back, and after a certain number of years, all of a sudden, then you're basically in the green after that. And so it almost makes like, you know, super good financial sense that you have to get a solar roof, okay? So that's exciting. We're gonna see what happens down the road there. That business is still very confusing as of right now, okay? As far as superchargers, he says the Volume 3 supercharger is being deployed in tons of locations around the world, okay? And this supercharger can get you 75 miles of charge in 5 minutes, okay? That's unbelievable, guys. Now we're starting to talk about, when regards to these superchargers, we're starting to talk about super practicality, okay? Whereas a lot of these old superchargers, you know, if you want to go 75 miles, you might be there for 15 to 30 minutes, okay? Which is a pretty good amount of time, right? If you start talking about you can go 75 miles in 5 minutes, it's not quite as fast as like gassing up your car, but we're starting to get to those type of levels, which makes it, you know, unbelievably more convenient. And for the busy locations of superchargers, that's super important, because some of the, you know, the lines can get really long at some of this, you know, really busy superchargers. So if you can charge a lot faster, it makes sense to be able to charge a lot faster. You can get a lot more vehicles in and out, which in the end means Tesla can more than likely make a lot more money from that business over time, okay? Now they touch on the product lineup a lot. We talked about Model Y, but also the truck is coming sometime soon, at least as far as it's being shown off. Elon is so excited about the truck. I haven't heard him hype out a vehicle probably since, honestly, probably since Model X, okay? It's been a long time since Elon has been this excited about a vehicle, okay? He is so excited about the truck, needless to say. You know, he's just dying to talk about it, essentially. And then they have the Semi coming. Now, Elon said something that was also a little shocking. I was like, is Elon joking about this, or is he actually serious, okay? He said they might get into the mining business, because basically they're gonna need a lot more materials for battery production with all these vehicles coming. He literally said that we might get in the mining business, and he like said it laughingly, so I don't know, he might be serious, he might be joking, I don't know, maybe like Tesla's gonna start a mining side of their business, who knows, okay? They did say they're gonna have a battery and powertrain investor day, either late this summer or maybe in the fall time, and a lot of us are super excited about that because of the Maxwell deal, and we're trying to figure out like how, you know, transformative can the Maxwell deal be? Is this going to be something that, you know, completely revolutionizes like battery technology for Tesla and puts them from just being in the lead to like so far in front of everybody else it's like not even fair? Like we're trying to figure that out, right? There's been so much talked about with Maxwell and what they might be able to do or what they maybe can do. We should get a lot more clarity. That's going to be a super big day for all of us investors to pay attention to, okay? Very important. They went ahead and answered some questions that were asked online. This one says, what is the status of Tesla's insurance for vehicles? Elon Musk said it's pretty close. He said basically they have a small acquisition they need to close, so I guess they bought some type of company that they need that acquisition to close, okay? And then also they're working on some software to be deployed, and once that software is deployed, once the acquisition is closed, they'll be able to basically launch their insurance product, which is super exciting. Like that's a really good, like insurance business, really good business to be part of. Like you're generally going to get a ton of money up front, and what you end up paying out to customers is not nearly what obviously you make on the backside. You know, insurance business, very good business. That's honestly Geico. If you didn't know, Geico is owned by Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett's company. That's how he was able to basically take so much money and build it into so much more money, is because he had that huge insurance business which continued to build out over decades. It threw off so much money for him to then go and invest in other businesses, okay? Insurance business is lovely. I hope they get in it. I think they'll be able to have something that's probably even cheaper than a lot of the competitors can offer. and they're gonna make a lot of money from that business, okay? Now, next question they asked is, what is the date for the Tesla pickup truck event? And Elon said probably the end of summer they're gonna show off that truck. Production for that truck probably won't go into production until 2021 at some point in time, but like I said, he's so excited about that truck, it's almost hilarious. You know, he's just like dying to talk about it, okay? It's crazy, okay? This question, very important, says short and long-term demand in tandem with profitability seem to be the biggest concerns among investors currently. How is Tesla feeling about these metrics? If things are looking good, any details that can be shared to support that? If not, what are Tesla's plans to address this here? Basically, Elon Musk said the company is growing super fast, right? The growth from 2017 to 2018 now to 2019 is near breakneck speed, right? Growing super fast. And he said it's hard to be a profitable company, basically, when you're growing this fast. So there was really no solution offered, but he did say, you know, they expect to be cash flow positive. So, you know, I think that was one thing that the investor base probably didn't like. Just basically hearing that there's no solution around profitability. There was no like statement from him like, oh yeah, we're gonna be profitable from here on out. Or yeah, like starting next year, we're gonna be able to be, you know, profitable, you know, and you know, we should be able to make certain amount of profits or something like that. There was no statement by Elon Musk basically saying that. And I think some investors at least were probably turned off from that, okay? Now this was very shocking, okay? Somebody asked, would Tesla consider pushing out an update to its app for rideshare service soon? So at least both the Tesla and current owners as an easy way to make revenue now and fix bugs along the way until full self-driving and robo-taxis are ready, okay? So basically doing like an Uber or Lyft service through the Tesla app. And Elon said they might do that, okay? That was pretty shocking because not a lot of people expected that. So basically meaning that you could become a driver, basically if you have a Tesla, like you could become like an Uber or Lyft driver, but you drive your Tesla around, okay? Very, very intriguing, I must say. And I think it might probably be a worthwhile idea because you're gonna get to do a lot of testing, get a lot of bugs out of the system before self-driving ever becomes a reality and things like that. So very, very intriguing. And like Elon said, they might actually do it, okay? So that was pretty, you know, shocking. Now they did do a live Q&A there, and I just want to say hello, subscribers. I'm guessing those are all the people that watch all my Tesla videos right there. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. There was a lot of very intriguing information. If you guys want to check out the whole video, it's on the Tesla YouTube page. So just type in Tesla, go to their YouTube page, and the full 2-hour event is on there if you want to go ahead and watch that, guys. I hope you enjoy this. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button before you leave. Thank you for watching and have a great day.